It's time for a sweet tune from the Sweet Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm going to marry that pretty little girl. Not a sweet girl, but she might have been sweet. She was pretty. We know that. Ernest Stoneman got together with the Sweet Brothers back in the 1920s. Met at a convention in Tennessee, I think, and he said, come on, let's go record. And they did. So they did some great numbers, a lot of classics. And this, I don't know if this is a classic, but it should have been if it's not. But
It's a nice little tune.
it's a good tune. So 3 parts, and it goes a little something like this. One more time. All right, thank you, Erynn.
You bet.
Nice back up there. So I'm gonna, instead of backing up, pulling up a little closer, get into the mandolin seat, and we'll just play those 3 parts. And you don't have to vary them a lot. I mean, good fiddlers, of course, would vary them a lot, I think. But that tune sounds so good, just playing it like it is. So let's just try. I'm gonna marry that pretty little girl. So the first part, and you notice that this kind of first part's pretty much a scaly. So each phrase, we'll just kind of isolate each phrase a little bit. And before we even play the melody, though, let's just think of the chords. Mainly it's G, and you have a quick D at the end of each part. You could throw some C's in there. I can hear, where you could throw C's, and a lot of people do that. So I'm not saying the chords have to be just G and a quick D. You can maybe try a C in there, too, somewhere. But chord-wise, let's just look at that on the mandolin for a second, because that's always fun. One thing nice about just looking at G, your low strings, and a D would be if you get the 2nd fret on the low string. That'd be a quick D there, just kind of the bottom. Just remember when you play any chord on the mandolin, you got isolate to those high strings, or the middle, and the low, and you got 3 different sounds for your chord. So that's all. I call them slants and reaches. We'll get into that sometime. I've done it many times in the past, but right now, when you play a G, or an easy-going G chord like that, just play the high strings, the middle, or the low. So in this tune, if you're going, you can stay on the high strings, or the middle strings sound like this. G chord, you're going to have a quick, just take the finger off, open, the low strings. Pretty amazing right there. That's very different sounds. You're just doing the same chords you always do, but you're getting your precision plectrum work there, so it makes a big difference. So just where you isolate and play, just adjacent strings are good. It doesn't have to be adjacent, but right now, just 2 strings, the high strings, middle, or low with the regular chord shapes. So that'd be the good backup. So the first phrase of the first part, it's got a little pickup, comes in on the like 1, 2, go, and you have. Okay, that's the first little phrase. I'll do that again. Here we go. It bounces, does it again, but then it goes 5, 2, open 5. So I'm going to do that much for our first phrase. Listen one time. And try it with me. 1, 2, go. Bounce. 5, 2, open 5, 2. One more time. Here we go. 1, 2, go. And keep that first finger down when you don't have to take it off, you know. So watch when I keep my first finger down. First finger, take it off right here, but then keep it down. And you have to take it off one more time. So keep your fingers down as long as you can, and that gives you more sustain. The second phrase starts the same way. It doesn't have the bounce, I think. It just stays on the 2 twice. So there's the second phrase. So less bounce, okay? First phrase. Second time. It has an ending phrase. It's going to be like this. And I'm just picking down, up, picking on when the notes are bouncing, or, you know, when it's eighth notes or, you know, half beats, down, up, picking, and it's just one beat is just a down pick. So here's the whole first part. Halfway through, it sounds like this. 1, 2, go. Hold the twice on 2, ending phrase. Let's do that much. That's halfway through the first part. And it's going to be a little different. Gets a little bit of variation going the second time around, or, you know, the second half of the first part. So let's just do what I just did one more time. 1, 2, go. Climbing up, hold the 2 twice, ending phrase. Let's do that again. Start over. First half. Bounce. Okay. Second half, it has a little 2-5. So it has a hammer, really, or you could pick it on the mandolin. A lot of times hammers on the fiddle, you might pick it. And a good way to practice the phrase that has hammers and things is maybe just pick all the notes first. So if I picked it without hammering, and it's got a tied note, so it's really like 2, 5, wait, 7, 5. So pick-wise, you'd be down, up, wait, and then up again, 7, 5, 3, 2. Let me just do that a few times. Down, up, wait, up on the 7, 5, 3, 2. Let's just do that phrase a few times. That's very different, a syncopated variation of the first phrase. Sounds like this. 1, 2, go, down, up, wait, 7, 5, 3, 2. It's going to bounce just like it did. But then it's going to have a different thing here. It goes down, does a lower note. Let me just do that whole start of the second half here, second half of the first part. 1, 2, go. And also, you could do it as a hammer. On the mandolin, I think I wouldn't hammer because it's hard to get a good, clear, long hammer. So I think I would pick the hammer in the tab. Down, up, down. And you got that 5. See what happens? It does it again. And the ending phrase is the same. Right, that's the end of the first part. I'm going to do the whole first part. The kind of easier, and then with the syncopation. And so whole first part of I'm Gonna Marry That Pretty Little Girl in the Key of G from the Sweet Brothers. 1, 2, go. Down, up. Oh, sorry. Down, up. There you go. Down, up. And this time it does another thing that fiddlers do a lot of times. It hits the 5 twice, which is a little different too. So let me do that much again. And what happens, the more you play it, you'll kind of maybe streamline and do a little different things, but try to get kind of what the fiddler did a little bit, or get a good idea what they were doing, and then you'll be doing your own thing a little bit with time. So the whole first part one more time. I'll do a little slower and try to get it just like the tab or is, that I've notated. 1, 2, go. So you notice that little, instead of, right, or, so you got about 3 or 4 ways you can do any little phrase. I'm going to do that one more time, then we'll start the second part. 1, 2, go. Ending phrase. Down, up, 7, 5, 3, 2, bounce. Lower note. 5. The second part starts with an open D string, and you wait. I'm going to do that really slow. So you start on the 4th beat, like 1, 2, go. So you got a lot of down up picking and got that open. I'll do that a few times. 1, 2, go, 4, wait. 5, open. And you're going to, so you got a little G chord there, that little 5 and 2 in the middle, what I call a middle reach. And you're picking that 2nd fret, then take it off and put it back down. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try that a little slower. 1, 2, 3, go, wait. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, boom. Then it's going to do the same thing, but this time it has the 4th fret instead of the 5th fret, so it's a pretty note. It's like, and this 2 5s, and a little variation on the ending phrase. I'm going to do those 2 together. That's the second part, and it's going to keep going. Another time. Let's see what happens. This is the first half of the second part. 1, 2, 3, boom. The 4th fret this time, and 2 5s. Ending phrase. I'll keep going. See what happens. Same thing. Looks so. Then you're going back to that first theme of the first part. That's the whole second part. Let's do that one more time. Pretty nice. 1, 2, 3, go. 4th fret this time. 4, 2, open, 5, 5, ending phrase. Boom, just like you just did. The first theme. Okay. We'll come back to that and do all the parts again. But now the last part's nice. It's just going to be a little small, the high strings, G chord. And it comes in on the 4th beat again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you wait for the first beat, and then you have 2 and 3 of the next measure. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, strum, strum. And you go up to the 7th fret, and you can slide. You have 7, 5, 3, and a little syncopation. And you got that strum again. Strum, strum, wait, 7, 5, 3, wait, open 3, 3, 5, 3, open, ending phrase. So what I'm doing, I slide up with my 3rd finger and down there, and then I'm on this. Then I get change right there to get that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slide. Ending phrase. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 7. Open. Pretty nice. So let's do that part one more time. We'll do all the parts one last time. So the last part, you're coming in on the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3, strum. 2, 3, wait. 7, 5, 3, wait. Open 3. And the ending phrase. Strum. 2, 3, 4, 7. Bounce. really nice. So here's all three parts of I'm Gonna Marry That Pretty Little Girl. And remember that the chord wise is just that a lot of G. Then you can go to the middle strings. And you can have that D sound. And you always have the low strings. And you have that just that second. Of course, you got all of them. Then you can always pick up fingers. A lot more you can do there. Here's the melody one last time of all the parts. And I think you're going to find that it's a lot of fun to play this tune. 1, 2, go. Down, up. Down, up. Second part, boom. Fourth fret. 5, 5. Boom. First part thing. Strum the chord. 2, 3, wait. Strum, 2, 3, wait. One more time, first part. Down, up. Down, up. Second part. Fourth fret. Strum, strum, strum. Let's try a tag. Remember, you have that low string you can hit as droning, as little filler notes like a banjo would do the high string. So I'm Gonna Marry That Pretty Little Girl, 3 parts, and they're all pretty fun. And just keep working on your plectrum precision and having a little bit of mandolin picking every day is not a bad therapeutic thing to do. So take care.